Hello everyone. Before we start the session, I would like to inform you all that please go through this disclaimer and follow the same. In last class, we have discussed about 1991 industrial policy and their impact on the business and industries. And as I informed in this class, let's know about demonetization in 2016 in India and impact of demonetization on the Indian economy as per your syllabus mentioned in this third chapter called business environment. They have given about demonetization to study. So let's discuss about demonetization in this class today. What is demonetization? Before we understand about how it is came to picture in Indian economy, let's understand the basic meaning of demonetization. Demonetization means withdrawal of a coin, note, or precious metal from the use of legal tender. Legal tender, the word legal tender is very important to understand here. So, legal tender means anything recognized by law as a means to settle or meet a financial obligation. If anybody do any transaction, for that they have to give some consideration through some coins, notes or precious metals like that for the seller. If you purchase something from somebody, you should give it to them some kind of money, coins, notes or some consideration that you will give as per the government order or legally whatever things you have to do transaction, that is to meet that financial obligation. So legal tender means form of money recognized by law as a means to meet or financial obligation, to meet a financial obligation. Therefore, demonetization means withdrawal of a coin, note or precious metals from the use as legal tender. That is, legally it is not a means of exchange for financial obligation. In other words, I can say that we cannot use as money anymore. That is called demonetization. Whatever was there in circulation as a money, from now onwards it won't be there in circulation as a money. The process of cancelling these money into circulation is called demonetization. The government of India made an announcement on 8th November 2016 with profound implications for the Indian economy. The government of India made an announcement on 8th November 2016 with profound implications for the Indian economy. Profound implications means serious or immediate applicable for the Indian economy. What was that announcement? The announcement made by our Prime Minister regarding the two largest denomination note, that is rupees 500 and rupees 1000, were demonetized, cancelled. Legally no rights these notes have furthermore to do transaction in the country with immediate effect. That is, old notes of rupees 500 were cancelled legally. Now we all using new note or currency of rupees 500 and rupees 1000 is still not in circulation. Instead we all using rupees 2000 notes or currencies. This led to 86% of the money in circulation invalid, means weak, no rights they have to do transaction anymore legally. Next, what was the intention behind this announcement or demonetization of rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes? The main intention or objective or aims of demonetization was as follows. First objective is curb corruption, which means corruption can be kept in within limit, or controlling of corruption through demonetization. With the help of demonetization, Government of India thought that they can control corruptions in the country. Second aim or objective is counterfeiting the use of high denomination notes for illegal activity. High denomination notes, not rupees 10 rupees or 5 rupees or 20 rupees or 50 rupees or 100 rupees. They targeted high denomination notes for illegal activities, counterfeiting the use of high denomination notes for illegal activities. Counterfeiting means what? Which means imitate something authentic, or we can say replica of original for illegal transaction. In other words, we can say creation of fake notes. The second main aim of demonetization was to control or removing fake notes. That too fake notes of high denomination, rupees 500 and rupees 1000. Third main aim of demonetization was accumulation of black money. Black money refers to unaccounted money, money whose existence is not disclosed. It means the person who earns money but refuses to pay tax for the same. Then it will become black money. Demonetization aimed at gradually gathering this black money in the economy. With this, hope you all got it. What are the three major objective or intention or aims of demonetization? Next, let's discuss about features of demonetization. The first feature of demonetization is viewed as a tax administration measure, which means demonetization will improve tax collection methods, or we can put it like this, that collection of tax will increase because of demonetization. That is what the first features of demonetization. Collection of tax will increase because of demonetization. So that they used this measure or method of demonetization to increase the collection of tax. Second feature of demonetization is tax evasion will no longer be tolerated or accepted by the government. What is this tax evasion? Which means it is an illegal activity in which a person or entity deliberately avoids paying a true tax liability, which is a criminal charge that subject to penalties and fines. Demonetization avoids tax evasion, or through demonetization Government of India say that tax evasion will no longer be tolerated or accepted. Everybody should pay tax to government. There is no way to avoid tax. That is the second feature of demonetization. Third feature is demonetization channelizes savings into formal financial system. Demonetization transferred savings into new deposit schemes offered by the banks. People started investing their hard cash or savings into deposit schemes offered by the banks. That creates wealth in the economy. Fourth feature is demonetization creates a less cash or cash light economy. People started transacting through digital or online receipts and payments. That leads to less usage of hard cash. That is the fourth feature of demonetization. These are the four major features of demonetization as we need to know. The next topic is impact of demonetization. How demonetization impact on Indian economy or Indian people. The first impact on money or interest rates. Because of demonetization, we can see that increase in financial savings, bank deposits increased, but decline in cash transaction. Everybody started using digital. Second impact on private wealth. Because of demonetization, private wealth converted as black money. Rich people not able to hold their money which they have not paid for tax. So that money become as a black money. that leads to real estate price fell. Third impact on public sector wealth. Normally, demonetization didn't impact on public sector wealth. So there is no impact on public sector wealth. But we have to mention this point as an impact of demonetization. There is no impact on demonetization because there is no impact on public sector wealth because of demonetization. The fourth impact on digitalization or digitization, we normally say. Demonetization increased the number of users in online, or digitalization users increased because of demonetization. Fifth impact on real estate. As I already told or said, real estate prices came down because of demonetization. Real estate price declined because of demonetization. Sixth impact on tax collection. Because of demonetization, income tax collection was increased and earning people disclosed their money or income, so that obviously tax collection was increased. All these 6 points says the impact of demonetization in India. Anyways, now if you think about demonetization, is this the first time happened in India, or they are done this previously? If you research or dig India's history with demonetization from 1946 to 2016, in past we can see that India currencies had been banned twice, and 2016's demonetization was third time. Then first currency ban happened in 1946. The currency note of rupees 1000 and rupees 10,000 were removed from circulation. And second was in 1978, the then Prime Minister of India, Morarji Desai, announced the currency ban, taking rupees 1000, rupees 5000 and rupees 10,000 out of circulation. Hope you all understood all the topic which we discussed today, and what is demonetization, what was the government announcement on demonetization and their objectives, features and impact of demonetization, and also history of demonetization in India. In next class we will discuss about question and answer related to third chapter, that is business environment. Thank you so much everyone. Hope you all got it.